Hi everyone. Today I'm going to give an overview about regulatory vault. So, what is regulatory vault? So, after the clinical trial operations are completed, these drugs has to be selling it to the particular markets. Like it has to be send it to the US market, then FDA has to approve. So, like that, every country has a regulators. So, the regulators will be properly reviewing the respective drugs and then the contents available about the drugs and then the side effects of the drugs. So for that, Veeva has provided a vault application, that is a regulatory suite, so which includes registration, submission publishing, and finally the submission archival. So together they have provided a vault called enterprise regulatory vault. So in that, basically the first step, we will be creating the master data. So the master data will be like product family and then the product. So product family is nothing but a paracetamol. As an example, we can take it up, and the product name will be the company name, and then the product variant. The variant might be differs like 150 mg, 300 mg, or if it is in ml, it will be like 100 ml, 50 ml, like that. The values has to be created. So whatever the drug they are developed, for that the respective master data has to be created in this regulatory master data first. And then about the manufacturers, then packages, like the packaging, like that multiple master data will be created. So once that is created, people will be start creating their respective data. So once the data are created, they have to register this particular product. So for that, there is a registration will be created. So before creating the registration, they will be creating an transactional object, which is application. So the applications will be created for each and every market. For the same drug, if they are marketing it to the US and marketing to the Canada, so there will be two applications will be created. Once it is created under the two applications are created, one for Canada and one for US. They will be creating two different registrations for each and every variant. For example, if there is a 150 mg variant and 300 mg variant, then you have to create two registration under that application. Once the applications are created, there is an event will be created for this particular registration of Canada, and under that event they will be creating a activity as well as the regulatory objective. So what is the objective of this particular drug? So whether it is just for the approval, we are going to receive it um, for the drug to be selling inside the particular country, or it is just naming convention changes or the manufacturing name changes. For everything, there is a regulatory objective will be created, and for each and every regulatory objective, we'll be creating a new event. Once that is done, finally the submissions will be created under this applications. So the submissions are basically for submitting to the regulatory authority. People will be creating one submission first, and then they will be creating a content plan for the submission. The content plan is nothing but a structure. Like for a common technical document, like electronic common technical document is one of the structure that if you are following for a particular market to approve. So like that, the structure has to be managed with the clinical trial completed approval documents, as well as these regulatory documents. Everything has to be consolidated, and finally it has to be presented to the regulatory authorities. So once the regulatory authorities getting these documents, they will be reviewing it properly, the particular content plans, and finally they will be commenting or asking a questions. So that will be called it as in health authority questions. So they will be raising the questions, and then the publisher will be keep answering to them. And once they are agreeing with that, the published one will be approved by them. Once the approval received from the regulatory authorities, then it can be approved to sell it inside the particular market. So for this, Veeva Vault is providing a lot of customized feature in the regulatory vault, starting from creating the application submissions and then the regulatory objectives. Together we have a customized action option to create these objects under the joins. So there are a lot of object joins available, like one-to-one join or one-to-many joins, or it is a parent-child join. Like that, lot of join options available in Veeva world, and they are utilizing a lot of customization actions like creating the content plans and content plan structuring, as well as publishing the content plan, finally archiving the content plans, and then viewing it easily in a structured manner within the vault itself. So to understand more about the regulatory vault and their features, you have to go to the viewavault.help page and have to start learning by yourself under the registration, submission and submission publishing sections. So for more videos and any other questions or any other topics to discuss more, kindly let me know. I will see you in the next session. Thank you.